So I saw the new Superman trailer, and honestly, this looks pretty good. This Superman is trying to save everyone he possibly could, just like Superman. He doesn't care about human politics, he doesn't care about human laws, he just wants to save people. And I think it's the best. I think it's awesome. Very different than the I'm just gonna let this building fall on this whole population Superman we got with the Zack Snyder. Superman has to be relentless on how he wants to save people. That's why everybody looks at him as the symbol of hope. And I think it's better all because of it. The new trailer, we see a lot more scenes. We see Crypto kicking ass. And we also see the transition of Clark Kent to Superman. Even though it's subtle, his high-pitched, unsure.
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Versus the confident and certain.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Just that alone is showing this actor's ability and how the direction of showing Superman or Clark Kent is going to be different than the Zack Snyder version. Yes, Henry Cavill is a goat, but with the right direction, he could have been the best Superman. I'm sure James Gunn is going to bring justice to this new Superman.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might. It's a lot.
It seems that the public's gonna hate Superman for some reason. Maybe he was unable to save everybody, or maybe he caused an explosion of some kind. Either way, this story is gonna show the complexities of being a hero, where doing the right thing could easily be misunderstood by the public. I'm just speculating the type of story we're getting here, after all.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
I like how Superman's not taking any BS from a certain narrative that the reporter's trying to put on him. This is going to be a more political Superman. Superman is going to have to live with regulations and laws in this one. This is going to be the lawyer Superman, the Matt Murdock Superman. This Superman is going to need to get his college degree.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Lois is over here acting like his goddamn mother, scolding him because he didn't do his history homework.
Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me.
Superman isn't representing anybody, he's freaking Superman. If he has to go across the world to save a group of people, then so be it. I feel like Superman should be an outer-worldly body and not holded by a particular government or entity. I think that's where Superman works the best. Maybe this movie is going to be a precursor to a Justice League, where they become their own global force, having their fortress in space. Just like in the animated series.
And doing good.
Superman believes in doing good, and it all comes from his humble beginnings, where his actions determines what kind of person he is. All these people getting in the way, all these legislations, all these regulations, it's all just blocking a path for a life that he could potentially save. I guess their argument is that he could probably do more damage than he does good. But they're just liberals. He's just Superman. Is this the red pill Superman?
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
I like that he's so passionate that people are going to die. He's Superman. He wants to save everybody. He's the Boy Scout. This is definitely a refresher.
Situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
I'm very much guessing Superman isn't the only superhero in this universe or in this movie. It's already established that there's a universe of superheroes, and Superman is just one of many. Yes, he's more powerful than them, but he could easily be overwhelmed. Me being a Marvel fan more than DC, knowing more Marvel lore than DC lore, I'm excited to see this new take, this new universe, and this new story. I like that despite the political takes, and the government trying to bring Superman down, and journalists trying to paint Superman in a negative picture, the public still believe in him. The public still believe in Superman. This being a satire or a criticism of modern times, where the stories and the buzz of the internet deceive our perception of what is really going on in the world, and we are more united by our timely ideals than we are made to believe. Superman being the beacon of hope, truth, and justice, and dare I say, the American way. We, the public, have not forgotten, even though the media wants us to believe that we have. This looks to be an epic journey, and hearing that score, that Superman score, makes me feel excited for this movie.
What makes you who you are?
I like this version of Clark's father. He's more of an assuring father figure than somebody who is scared of him, like in the last movie.
He's an it.
We see that the government have other superheroes imprisoned. I wonder how powerful the government is at containing these superhumans. Maybe the government itself is a force that Superman has to reckon with, that he can't single-handedly take them on. This is going to be Superman La Resistance. This is going to be V for Vendetta Superman, S for Superman.
Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
I like how we get a glimpse of Lex Luthor's motivation. He's just jealous of Superman. Superman is the center point of the world's conversation and not him, not his bald head. Maybe if you grew some hair, people would be impressed at what you did, Lex Luthor.
We'll get him for you.
I like how this movie is going to turn out. It seems like a wholesome adventure movie where Superman's going to have to fight multiple bad guys. He's going to be matched. It's not just Superman doing extraordinary feats. He's going to fight bad guys. He's going to fight monsters. He's going to fight people he can match with. And this is what I like about Superman. People have been ripping on this movie. People have been joking about it, saying that he's a weak Superman because he was vulnerable and bleeding. I think this Superman is more human than Zack Snyder's Superman, who is seen to be a god that is impenetrable. He has to overcome obstacles and be greater than he once was. And we as an audience want to see him overcome these obstacles. And we'll root for Superman even more. He becomes that picture of hope that James Gunn wanted us to see. Overall, I think this new Superman movie is going to be exciting, modern, and fresh, especially in the world of Marvel-dominated superhero movies. This could definitely be DC's chance, and I hope they get it. Anyways, that's it for me. See you later.